Welcome back to Mrs. Swistak's Art Room on the Couch. Today's lesson, how to draw any picture using the grid technique. Let's gather up those drawing materials. You're going to need a pencil and a piece of drawing paper. And of course, I want you to find a picture that you would like to draw and go ahead and print yourself a copy. Now, I'm going to work on drawing this cute little grumpy crab. You choose whatever picture you like, but for demonstration purposes, this is the little guy that I'm going to draw today. All right, here we go. Let's get started. So I'm going to fold my drawing paper in half, twice in one direction and then twice the opposite direction, creating 4 rows and 4 columns. Do the exact same thing to your printout. Now I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to go over each of my fold lines. Now on my printout, I can do it fairly darkly, but make sure on your drawing paper you do it nice and light. Now notice that each box on your drawing paper corresponds to a box on your printout, and I do like to lightly divide my boxes into 4 smaller spaces so that I can see where things accurately belong. Now my grid is very dark. I've done that for the video so that you can see exactly where I'm drawing, but on your boxes it should be fairly light because remember, you will be erasing these lines after your drawing is totally complete. So I'm still continuing to divide each of my boxes into 4 smaller spaces on both my drawing paper and my printout, and I look for the shapes I recognize. I pay attention to where things cross over and meet in each of the boxes, and then of course don't hesitate to go back and make any adjustments, because if you're using pencil you can always erase. Now you'll see here I folded my paper in half on my printout just so that I can keep a little focused on which box I'm doing. That's a little hint that I often teach my students in my art class to do, is just fold your paper to the box that you are working on. And don't forget, draw lightly. This way, if you make mistakes, it's really easy to erase. And so I keep on keeping on. I'm going box for box, piece for piece, taking my time, paying attention to what I'm doing. And here you'll see me flip over to the second half of my drawing. I've got my paper now folded in half, my drawing paper, along with my printout, so I can keep focused on exactly what boxes I'm in. And I'm doing the same steps. I divide my little box into 4 smaller spaces, and I just keep on keeping on, paying attention to where those lines meet, match, and cross over to the next box. I'm still continuing to do the same exact steps in my last few boxes. I'm going to divide them in 4 smaller spaces on both the printout and the drawing paper, and I'm adding the last details in the final row. Now as soon as I'm all finished, I'm going to open up my piece of drawing paper and I'm going to make sure that everything matches up in my drawing, add in some final details, and as soon as I'm all finished, I'll show you how it looks. Here on the left, you can see that I've completed my pencil drawing. All I need to do is erase my grid lines. And on the right, you see my finished drawing. I've gone ahead and outlined it in marker and gave it some color. Thanks for visiting Mrs. Swistak's Art Room on the Couch. I hope you all stay well, stay safe, and create some art.